month on Scrambled, we're discussing competition results from Florida Spring Qualifier. We'll also be talking about how color-neutral blind solving works. More great news, another new series will be coming to this channel this summer, so more on that in a little bit. And my high school graduation is literally just around the corner. Hey guys, welcome back to the 4th episode of this season here on Scrambled. My name is Jason Frascator. Are you cubing me? First off, let's get into some competition results. One of my main reasons for going to the competition was to try and beat my Rubik's Clock average, which is currently the Florida State record. The average was 15.32 and now it's 15.08. Unfortunately, I had a counting 17 because I got a DNF in the last solve. Without the DNF, it would have been a 13-second average. As you can tell here, this was frustrating. That's alright though. The average was still enough to make it a better average. In one-handed, I was surprised to beat my average officially. The GTS version 1 was my OH cube. I got some decent times and I don't even practice OH. My OH average is 30 seconds. Oh, and let's not forget that I finally got my official 7-second cube average I've been trying to get now for the past 2 years. I'm pretty happy with that. I got a 5.49 second single and the average was 7.63. And finally, one of the best things that happened to me at the competition was getting a really good official PB single with a time of 11.028 seconds. This magnetic AM3 which I used in this solve became my main after 2 days of using it. Even though I already knew this was going to be my main, I still wanted to make it fair game and give it a side-by-side comparison to previous mains that I was using, such as the Valk 3 and the GANS 356 Air. While those are still good cubes, I'm definitely in love with the magnetic AM3. It just could be the fact that it's my first magnetic cube, so maybe I'll have to make another one for myself on the GANS or the Valk to see how they perform. Overall, this competition was great. I got to hang out with some of my friends and we had tons of events. I competed in blind. I didn't get any successes. However, I was close. Speaking of blind, remember last month when I said I'm color neutral when it comes to solving Rubik's Cube blindfolded? I'm going to show you how that works right now. If you know anything about blindfold solves, you know that you letter the cube A through X. I don't pick a specific orientation though, and here's why. I think it's a lot more difficult when you're trying to track pieces. If each orientation remains the same letter scheme no matter how you hold it, it prevents you from thinking you have to automatically break into a new cycle if you have a case like this. It's an easy fix. All you have to do is rotate. What I typically like to do is I like to try and find a case where it's easy to find a J-perm off the bat, which is shooting to the letter I. If not, the next thing I like to do is shoot to the letter U. That way, my memorization starts off with either talking about myself or someone else. On other cases, I'll use M, typically for the word my, if the first letter of the memorization process is M. See, some people learned how to hold the cube with yellow on top and orange in front. But if you look, you automatically break into a new cycle and shoot your solved buffer into somewhere awkward. It just causes you to memorize more than you should. If you stay in one place, these two edges won't be touched if we just do a simple Y rotation. As I was saying earlier, I like to start memorizing about myself or another person. It just works in the way the mind palace does. If you picture a house, you start memorizing objects on furniture. For example, go through your house, look at the furniture left to right, number them up to 5 for each room. Are you using 7 rooms? You'll have 35 objects. Now you can recall all pieces of furniture 1 through 35. When you start to memorize, you put that object on or in the piece of furniture. For example, if you did a chair, shelf, picture frame, desk, and a bed for your first room, you can picture it like this. Let's say you need to memorize these objects for a grocery list. Eggs, tea, waffles, cookies, and milk. You walk in, eggs are on the chair and you almost sat on them. There's tea on the shelf that you just put up, a picture of waffles in the picture frame, cookies on your desk to eat for later, and milk got poured all over your bed sheets. Nice one. So back to the scramble. Here's my memorization. U goes to O, V goes to N, S to T, T to D, then P, H, then back to P. Then for corners, I, U, B, L, E, P, K, and C. Now here's my memorization. You only visit new stuff to decorate. Please, he paid. Believe it or not, that solves the edges. Now for the corners, I'm under B's. Let everyone pass. K, C. Look how easy this was. You needed to memorize 10 edges and 8 corners. Being color neutral blindfolded is as easy as being color neutral on regular 3x3. It's just a psychological mindset that it's not possible nor efficient. By doing this, you can make sentences that make a little more sense. The way it's phrased works too. Just add some pizzazz like I did. Remember when I said there's going to be a new series soon? Well, starting this summer, I'll be making lots of tutorials for beginners, advanced cubers, and going over some algorithms for everyone's pace. It's going to be done in a way that no tutorial has ever been done before, at least that I know of. This series is going to be beneficial to all cubers, from learning how to solve the cube, or if you want to learn more algorithms. It's going to be beneficial because I'm literally sharing all of my knowledge about everything cubing. It's not going to be your boring, drawn-out, 25-minute point of view tutorial. No. It's going to be quick, easy to understand, and have multiple cuts and angles and showing you how everything is performed and looks. This series will definitely make learning how to solve a cube, memorize algs, or just getting better in general a lot easier. I'm really looking forward to doing it this summer. Lastly, I'm finally graduating from high school. It's pretty crazy. I remember freshman year like it was yesterday. In fact, I remember pre-K like it was yesterday. Now I've got 5 days left of senior year. The good news is I have one final exam. And on May 27th, I graduate. In a way, I am gonna miss school because I actually do the morning announcements sometimes and air on the TV in each classroom in front of 3,000 plus people at once, which is actually really fun. Oh, we're back. Thanks, Field. That was al dente. Here's the club news for today. Veritas has a meeting today during Surge in Mr. Fuller's room 7240. And the Battle of the Books team will be choosing their next book today during Surge in the Media Center. Fusion, the CHS dance team, has a rehearsal right after school today. The Science Olympiad team has a meeting today after school in Mr. Keston's room 7120. But after school's done, I'm looking to start not only to produce a lot more videos here, but get a part-time job while also doing wedding photography now and cinematography toward the future once I get a lot better at it and have all the right equipment. It's hard because, if you've noticed, I don't have a microphone input jack on my camera. I'm actually using phone for my audio and using my Apple earphones as a lavalier mic. And I'm using a teleprompter off my laptop, but production quality will look a lot better. So I'm really gonna try to invest in a Canon 80D. Well, that's all for this video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. I also hope you enjoy this whole series, the 4th out of the 12th episode. Also, before we go, I have a question for you. If you could ask a professional cuber any question, what would it be? Like I said, comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to comment the answer, like this video, and subscribe for future videos. And as always, U prime, R prime. Finally.
Sensation